So here we are at this stage, and it's time for us to start converting this into geometry and taking care of baking the textures. So I'll put a null here, height field remapped. The first step we're gonna be doing is converting the height field into geometry. So we're gonna convert height field. I'm gonna leave the density at 1. Okay, with this, what we're gonna do next is eliminate the excess. And the excess is basically everything that's at 0. So we can do this in several ways. But in our case, we'll just use a point triangle. And we're just gonna say that if the point y value is below a certain threshold, and we'll create that channel, thresh, then remove point from input 0 at pdnum, and this is enough, or we'll say 1 in this case to remove the primitives as well. So right now we're only seeing, since the threshold is exactly at 0, if you put it at 1, we should get rid of most of what we don't want. If you want to come further in, you can. So just keep increasing the number and you're going to be clipping more and more. This will happen where you have kind of islands, but we'll see how you can get rid of those as well. So for now, I'm just gonna leave it like this, and we're gonna clean up our geometry and just make sure that we're keeping only the big one. I'll start by creating a connectivity node, which is gonna give me the class attribute. I'm gonna set it to primitive. So here on primitives, we should have a class attribute. And with that connectivity, we can then measure by piece, measure the area of each one of those pieces based on the class attribute per piece based on the class attribute. We'll first use an attribute promote to make sure we get the maximum area. We're gonna grab the original class as primitive, the new class is gonna be detail. We want the maximum and change the new name to max area. We can't delete the original, we're still gonna need that. And then we go over to detail and we should have the max area here. Okay, now that we have that settled, what we can do is create a primitive wrangle and compare the value. So if my area is below the detail 0 called max area, then we can remove prim 0, prim num 1. Let's see, so we got rid of those extra little pieces that we had, and we're just keeping the biggest one. Just make this more readable. Finally, we'll just add a clean to get rid of those unused points, and I think we're good to go. Yeah, so now we have the part of the area of the piece of terrain that we were interested in. Remember, we started with the whole thing, a height field, and now we converted it to geometry, and next we're gonna be converting it, cleaning it up. So I'm gonna arrange this a little better. Let's say, let's put at least this section encapsulated. And leave a note. Keep big piece and clean. I'm gonna choose a medium text size, hide the background, make this smaller, and just fit it here.